Racism in football. As traditional as the sidelines painted, the goals celebrated, and the fans' hatred,
the incident with Raheem Sterling yesterday is very much on our minds.
To the contingent of players
who does appear to be aiming racial abuse at Fred, Jesse Lingard,
who simply do not match.
Well, indeed. Barcelona and Brazilian defender Dani Alves was preparing to take a corner when a banana got thrown at him.
The color of the oppressor's skin. The outgoing nature of racists lurking in football grounds across Europe has been running rampant for decades. Only recently have the mainstream media, like the NBC sports team led by Rebecca Lowe in the United States, or former player turned commentator Gary Neville on Sky Sports in England, shadowed these heinous acts and brought attention to the problem at hand. Paul Pogba, star midfielder for English giants Manchester United, a club continuously in the top earners year over year, has used his platform for the greater good after being another victim in the racist football fans' dystopian view of the sport and the world. He was labeled a monkey continuously on social media. He was subjected to racial epithets over and over and over again.
We've got to do something about it, and the authorities got to do something about the ones who spread this hate.
To be honest, it's something that we shouldn't be speaking about because it should be eradicated long time ago.
Pogba's coach and fellow teammates spoke out in his defense, along with fellow French international and Manchester United teammate Anthony Martial. The French expression is, "We're all the same." Bans should be brought about for people who give out this hatred. People go to football stadiums to have a good time and enjoy the game, and there's no place for it. I'm in favor of the love, not the hate. Just weeks ago, United's Jesse Lingard and Fred were subjected to racial taunts in the Manchester derby. Pogba saw these displays of hatred based on the color of one's skin and took action. CNN Sport reported Pogba had black and white wristbands made with the messages "No to Racism" and "We Are One" on them. After the match, Pogba handed out the wristbands to a young white fan in the stands. After his team's Boxing Day triumph over Newcastle, Pogba said, "I've been thinking about doing this, but I don't want to go through the UEFA or the FIFA. I have done it myself. I think we have the chance to have this power, to show things in football on TV. People see it, so I think that will make people understand some things." I think it's ignorance and stuff like that. And just to show people that you are all one. We are all one. It's just to show that, to give support to all the players. I mean, black or white or Chinese or whatever you are.
Monkey chants and people spitting at me when I was taking a throw-in or a corner kick.
As Thierry Henry outlined years ago, racism does not pick sides on whom to inflict the maximum amount of harm. It sees one thing, color, and bashes those who do not share it. Partnering with Nike, Henry launched the Stand Up, Speak Up campaign, aiming to encourage the silent majority of non-racist fans to speak up against racist abuse in stadiums. The symbol of the campaign is 2 interlock wristbands, one black, one white, which will be worn by players across Europe. Per CNN, Pogba was inspired by the French superstar. Basically, I was thinking about doing this for a long time. A lot of players in a lot of leagues, not only in Premier League, in Italy, Spain, everywhere. And we keep hearing this racism. The fans need to enjoy coming and seeing some nice football, and that's it. So, this is to show that we're against that racism. We are just for football, enjoying football. We do what we love. We give joy to the fans, to everyone, to all the spectators, and that's all we want to see in the stadium. Silence is a political act. Action is a political act. Paul Pogba has been vilified for a simple misfortune of missing a penalty, spiraling down to the vitriolic hate of the color of his skin. If he chooses to accept it as the norm, it abets the next flock of those flooding to stadium grounds across Europe that this action is deemed tolerable. It may be a small act to some, but Pogba is fighting racism in a stronger way most leagues cannot even relate to, as I cite their own inaction or campaigns that feature the same racist taunts black players hear daily, from the comments and posts on social to the verbiage during match days. I commend Pogba and encourage more to speak out, speak up, and band together for a better tomorrow for the sport. If you'd like to hear more thought-provoking content like TYT Sports on Facebook and to help in my journey to keep media independent, go to tyt.com/Rick.